feel like sometimes just God like help, like inside, like you're made for more than this. That this is not what you were, that maybe this is okay for now, but there's something more for you. So tell me about just that feeling, and how you made, instead of like pushing that down, and you decided to do something about that.
Yeah, no, so I've been in that feeling multiple times throughout my life, and I'm looking at it now after going through it at least a few times that I can remember, that there's always prosperity once you answer the calling. And once you're able to jump the obstacle, at least that's been the case in my life. There's fruit on the other side of fear. Oh. And so for me, I've always looked at there's two sides. You're either going to be paralyzed and not take action and listen to, your calling and do the scary thing, or you're going to regret it later. So the reality is, like a lot of people say, middle age is 50. That's not true. If you look at the national average, like of when people are, croaking and transitioning, like that's like 70 or 72. Yeah. So the reality is, it's like 35 is a better middle age. And as morbid as that is to say, so I look at that and it's like, okay, I would rather take action and make a move and like the scary move, like that's less scary to me than looking back at my life and realizing or regretting having not done something, Yeah. And so that's really, that's been the way I think that I've been able to transition through things. And then the other thing too, man, I'm just not afraid to fail. I realize that there's progress in the resistance. Yes. It's necessary. Yeah. There's pain at first, but if you look at the gym, you go to the gym, it's like you go for failure. That's how you're gonna build your muscle. That's how you're gonna develop. And me being a Christian dude, it's like, why would I be afraid if I'm made from the same substance that binds galaxies? If the creator of the universe is my Father, why in the world? Again, and this is just me kind of spitting my truth, is in the reality, I think, is it's the devil. It's fear. Fear is the negative component. Yes. If I am truly connected to the source of all life, I'm good.
You are good. Oh,
and good. So is everybody else.
Yes.
So it's like,
man, you're dropping some truth bombs here. Keep going.
You're good. And you're in good grace and you're connected to source. And when that's the truth and you believe that and you know that, you're going to do so many great things. Yeah. And the reality of that's how we met, is because I'm not afraid to get on the phone, get on a video call, to put out these things that I'm doing. Right. And believe that things are going to work out and things are going to align. And I just want to be used as a tool, used as a vessel. And it's my responsibility, and I really do mean that. So I'm using my gifts and my ability to set up systems and processes and websites and tech, because I know there's going to be an influx of people that I'm going to be able to help and serve. Yeah. It's my responsibility. I'm praying for it. Yes. So I'm setting up all these different things and in preparation for how I'm going to be a tool. Yeah, you're stepping out in faith because you don't know when those people are going to come. I don't need to know the how fully. Yeah. But I just need to be prepared for and that's a scary thing, man. I've been in situations where, it's scary. It's one of the scariest things. You decide to be a soldier in God's army. Yes. A little different than bombs and bullets. Yeah. Right. So, man, I could just hear you. I love you. This is so good. Made me think of something in Ephesians chapter 1. And I often, when I'm doing solo episodes, I just talk about scripture, but not usually in an interview, but it just made something come to mind. I want to hear in the Passion Translation. I've been really loving this Passion Translation, but it says, I pray that you will. So this, it's Paul's prayer about having a spirit of wisdom and revelation, the eyes of your understanding being enlightened. That scripture. But a little farther down in verse 19, I pray that you will continually experience the immeasurable greatness
of God's power made available to you through faith, then your lives will be an advertisement of this immense power as it works through you. This is the mighty power that was released when God raised Christ from the dead and exalted him to the place of highest honor and supreme authority. So that same
chills
raising from the dead power, it lives in us. And that scripture came to mind as you were speaking, because you're right. We don't have to be afraid, because, we know who we are.
No, the laws are in place. The laws are in place. The rules are in place. They've been designed and created. And a lot of people get it confused. They call that the universe. And I listen to that, right? That, like the universe provides, the universe, think and grow rich, believe it. And it's like, for me, I had to understand that at a quantum physics level, or at least explore it. I can understand that. But then you get to a place where it's like, okay, you're either going to call it the universe and stop there, and I think you're shortcoming,
sure,
in that, or you can realize that we are infants, and the Father, the creator of the universe, is the thing that that is what's listening and answering.
Yes,
that is the universe. So that's just where I take it, and I'm on this exploration still. That's me. I have to seek and find, and I wish I was more like my wife, where she doesn't need to know and she doesn't have to know. She's at this really calm place, and we don't understand each other in this, but me, it's like I'm on this pursuit to try to unpack all the information to grow in my connectivity with that's just me. So I probably
I feel like you could preach. You could go around and just share your story. I think this would be so good.